And the air was just right for Skyrim.
That's what it is. It's not bare, it's just light for Skyrim.
And the air was just right for Skyrim.
That's what it is. So,
You kids, get off my lawn.
because it's time to play, so,
Hold on to your butts.
because here we go. We'll do a little hunting, start off with. Little hawk feather. So we can get another one. Yep, we got another one. Come to Papa. Oh, other side of the rock. Alright. That should be enough to keep us from getting, Speaking of which, are we diseased or anything? We're cold, we're chilly. But that's about it. So what's that doing? Health regenerates 10% slower. Eh. We'll wait till the sun comes out, we'll warm up. Yeah, we'll put this on. That'll help us keep warm. We gotta go take Nico to Laud. That's something on our agenda. So we're gonna go check that out. I'm thinking that the vibrancy is just a little high. So let me deal with that really quick. Should be in the post process. Now we're at 127. Where are we at here? 7? Let's drop that to like 5. I don't know, we can mess with that. Get that tree color about where we want it. Do something like that. Unfortunately, it sounds like Nico's getting into a fight with a bear right behind us. What's up, Queen? What's up, Gears? Let's avoid this bear. We need to pull a weapon. How come you're not pulling a weapon? Pull a weapon, girl. Oh, that's why. Pull a weapon, girl.
You feel compelled to die.
Okay, cool. We were messing around in EMB. I'm like, why won't you pull a weapon? Messing around in EMB. Good job, Nico. You're such a good boy. Come here. I want to pet you. Good dog. Scratch the doggy butt? Okay. What's up, Goober? They killed the bar-headed goose. Just playing yourself in between chores? Yeah, I did my chores this morning, and I was debating washing the cars, but my wife's at work, and she always gives me a hard time when I wash the cars when her car's in a different city. So I figured I would just wait until she had some time off and was at home. And that way when I wash cars, I can wash all 3 of them. So, which means washing her car too. Her car, my daughter's car, and my car. So we're off to go give Nico to Laud. Thinking about getting Ryzen 9 Radeon 7600. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, the X3D, I don't know if it's a Ryzen 7 or a Ryzen 9, but the 7800 X3D is probably the best bang for the buck for gaming. on the Ryzen chips right now. So that's what I would get if I was looking to build a Ryzen build. Any strong opinions about AMD? Their drivers suck. I don't know if that's still the case,
Sun feels good.
but I've only owned one AMD card, and I ended up taking it back. And then I've been NVIDIA ever since. And the main reason was because the drivers weren't working. Okay, it's not that the card was bad, the drivers weren't working. So I don't know how their driver support is now. This was years ago. But that kind of soured me on the whole AMD experience. I mean, as far as processors go, the first build I ever did was an AMD Athlon FX55 chip. And the reason that I did that rather than an Intel build, you're talking back in 2005, right? The reason I did that was because they had the memory controller on the die, so the data transfer was much faster than Intel at the time. Intel had to send it through the North Bridge, from RAM to the North Bridge to the CPU, and then back the same way, CPU, North Bridge, RAM. So even though the CPUs were running at a higher clock speed, higher gigahertz, they were slower than AMD because AMD put the memory controller right on the die. Now the thing I like about AMD nowadays is that their processors are modular. So they go, okay, well, one chip is going to be this processor. If the next processor, we're going to put 2 chips on it. And the next processor, we're going to put 4 chips on it. But it's all the same chiplet. So that means motherboards are compatible between different versions. Whereas Intel, they come out, okay, well, this is the 13th gen, and you know, the 14th gen won't work on the 13th gen motherboards because it's a whole different architecture. So I like that about AMD processors. AMD graphics cards I really don't have a whole lot of experience with lately, but people are telling me that there's some good ones out there. I don't know how their driver support is nowadays though. This system here, I would have rather gone AMD on the processor, but it was a pre-built and it came with an i9-10850. So the problem I have is that with this motherboard, I can only get an 11 series to upgrade. I can't upgrade to a 12th or a 13th or a 14th gen because they simply won't work on this motherboard. It's a different socket. So in order to upgrade to that, I would have to get a whole new motherboard. And if I'm going to get a new motherboard, I'm going to go AMD, because if you go AM5, you can keep updating, because it's all the same chiplet and it works on the same motherboards. So that's how I feel about AMD processors. I would say 7800 X3D, and that's an AM5, and that leaves you room to upgrade in the future. Whereas Intel, you're going to be pretty much locked into 1 or 2 generations before you're going to need to buy a new motherboard. Does that make sense? Exactly, Shot. Exactly. It does look like something you would say.
Low profile.
The toe bone connects to the foot bone connects to the ankle. Do you
Who are
like
they?
bones, friend? I like bones. You're welcome to touch mine. That's my collection over there. I like to look at them when I sleep. It's like a big puzzle. There's so many types, and they all fit together.
Why don't I just back away slowly? Who doesn't love bones?
Bones. Who doesn't love bones?
Yes, bones are good. I like to surround myself with them. They make me feel at ease. but I can always do it more. I killed some bandits the other day. They had such nice bones. And not just inside them.
What do you mean, not just inside them?
Well, this one bandit was walking around holding a perfectly good set of hip bones like it was her coin purse. I don't know how she was walking on account of her hips being outside of her body. Must have been a witch.
I'm looking for a hip bone that's been altered a bit.
Hips are my favorite. Shaped like a butterfly, except they aren't made of butter, but bone.
Would you be willing to sell me some of your hip bones?
Oh no, you can't put a price on bones. That's just wrong. Goodbye.
Well,
Slow and steady.
where's this hip bone? Oh, we'll take that.
The thigh bone connects to the backbone. The backbone connects to the neck bone.
Not stealing. I don't see any point of using NVIDIA right now. Extra money.
The toe bone connects to the foot bone. Foot bone connects
Well,
to the
I'll tell you what. They
ankle.
AMD
No,
because of
ankle isn't just one bone.
the bus speed that
Can't
they're
be right.
using, and this is something to think about. Think about the memory bus and how fast memory is being transferred. So because they're mostly AMD, I believe, is on a 256 bus,
The thigh bone
they
connects
can go
to the
16 gigabytes worth
backbone.
of
The
VRAM.
backbone
And so a
connects
lot of their
to the
cards have 16 gigs worth of
neck
VRAM.
bone.
So that's actually a positive. But a 512 bus is faster for memory data transfer. So are you going to limit yourself to a 256 bus? Or would you rather get maybe something like a
The
4070
toe
Ti?
bone connects to the foot
You know,
bone.
I don't know what,
Foot
I'd have to
bone
look up the
connects to
specs.
the ankle. No, the ankle isn't just one bone. That can't be right.
Moving unseen.
That's the one I want. Did that actually give me a percentage that I could steal? I think it did. Oh, speaking of which, we now have a charge meter for our bow. We also have a charge meter
Backbone.
for spells that require a charge. And I went with that one. So that's kind of a cool charge meter. And then we have a different charge meter for shouts.
Backbone connects to the
So let's do
backbone.
something like that.
Backbone connects to the
Fus Roda!
So that one's in the dragon language. So that's something that I added and tweaked to my liking. There's FSR and frame generation technology, plus it works well lossless scaling, so I might as well. Lossless scaling works with any card. And you can get FSR, yeah, but FSR sucks compared to DLSS. Sucks. It's fuzzy. It's not as good. At least that's my. I've tried both, and I like DLSS better. I think it's a cleaner image. But I
can't
mean,
miss.
I'm pretty much playing Skyrim. Skyrim's what I play. So.
Got you now.
But I am running the frame gen. So if I look at that, I'm running the frame gen on 3 times. And we're pulling, what are we pulling? About 40 frames a second, so about 120. Well, it says 110, 113 frames per second output, which, you know, that's pretty darn smooth. .30 series built around price combo the Ryzen. Well, it depends on what you want for VRAM. Right now I'm pulling 13 gigs worth of VRAM. So even a 3060 at 12 gig, well, but I'm also running at 3440 by 1440 resolution. So you have to think about, okay, what resolution are you going to run at? The higher resolution you're going to run at, the more VRAM it's going to take. Okay? And the slower your frame rate's going to be. If I were to run this same setup at 1080p, I would be in 50s rather than 40s for frame rate. Okay? But that doesn't really matter because I'm running the frame gen at 3 times. So 40 frames per second is outputting 120 frames per second to my screen. So you have to think about things like that. And I would just say try to get as much VRAM as you can for a price you're willing to pay. Because the rest of it is kind of irrelevant with frame generation technology nowadays. Well, if you go 1080p, then yeah, anything with 12 gigabytes worth of VRAM or better, you're good. And whether you go AMD or Intel, or NVIDIA, doesn't really matter. For the processor, though, I would definitely go with the 7800 X3D. If I were to build a system right now, that's the processor I'd put in it. Because I think bang for a buck, that's the best one you're going to get right now. And you've got the upgradability, because it's an AM5. Yeah, but look at the bus speed. 16 gigs, yes, but what's the bus speed? How fast is that? And is it GDDR6 or GDDR, or is it DDR6, GDDR6, or GDDR6R, or whatever the heck it is, right? So look at the speed. Because just because it has 16 gigs worth of VRAM doesn't mean it's going to work as fast as, if the bus is more narrow, is smaller, the data transfer is going to be slower. Okay, but what's the bus? What's the bus width? 256? Or 380 something or other? What's up, Ghost? Oh, I know what that is. That's a dryad.
This should be good.
I think we just took her out.
You won't leave here alive.
She's up there. There was an imp up there too. She took out the imp. Don't run into those. Those are traps.
You can't defeat me.
$128. That's a pretty slow bus speed. That's not even 256. So look at the NVIDIA cards and you're going to see bus speeds 256 or 380 something or other. Okay, and the faster the bus speed, the faster that memory can work.
This is your last mistake.
See, people don't think about that. They go, oh, 16 gigs worth of VRAM, yay! But they don't think about, okay, what speed is it running at? And they really should. Because the speed it's running at is important. So what's the bus speed on the, something like the 3060 with 12 gigs? Now the 3060 NVIDIA card with 12 gigabytes worth of VRAM is a good card. And it's going to be it's going to be in the affordable range for sure. It's a generation back and it's not the higher end of that generation, but it still has 12 gigs worth of VRAM. So how fast is the bus speed on that?
Did you see a hound on the road? A fine, strong creature that's been wandering near town?
The guard at the gate mentioned a dog.
I asked the gate guards to look for him. I can't afford to chase him down, but could use a fierce, loyal beast to keep me company. If you are willing to retrieve him for me, I'd give you some fresh meat to attract him out on the road.
I could be convinced to catch him.
Ah, it's smart to demand something up front. Some gold now and some when I have my dog. Here's the meat. Steel's good, but loyalty's better. I'm loyal to Den Gear first and the Empire second.
So we're going to give him Nico.
Really? That'd be great. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
600 gold for a dog. Can we pet Phantom? Yes, we can.
Can I get you something?
The winning lotto numbers. Maybe a room for the night. Speaking of which, let's go into Dead Man's Drink. We're going to spend the night.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. If you want a place to spend the night, let me know. I keep the inn. I'll rent you a room.
MSI, 12 gigs of VRAM, 192. That's a weird number. That's actually a mod, Ghost, that you can give Miko to Laud. Because, you know, I feel sorry for Miko. Miko's looking for a master, right? And I feel sorry for Laud. He's looking for a dog. So it's like a match made in heaven. Somebody made a mod where you can give Miko to Laud. And I'm like,
I'd like to rent a room.
Okay, that goes in the list.
If you have something to say to
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
You know.
Don't just stand there looking stupid.
I'll show you to your room. Right this
Figures.
way.
Then again, I suppose I should commend you for having the ability to stand. The speaking part will have to come during the next evolutionary cycle.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Do you think the war
Sure,
will
I
ever
might have
end?
some dirt in
I think the
past,
war is just
but
an
that's
excuse.
just ancient history.
If it does end,
Know what
there
I
will be
mean?
a new reason and a new place.
But what about the banning of Talos worship? Isn't that worth fighting about?
I don't know about you, Tekla, but all my prayers are silent, and who I pray to is still my own to decide.
Remix is really cool.
Skyrim bores me. How much longer must we stay in this wretched place?
Yeah, here we're gonna. Let me do a little research here. What am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for. Let's just we're gonna do a little research here for a minute.
Sure, I might have some dirt in my past, but that's just ancient history. Know what I
So
mean?
let's go to components and storage. Let's go to graphics card. Where's graphics cards? GPUs, video graphics cards. All right. Video graphics cards. We want gaming video cards. So this is a 3060 12 gigs. That's the MSI you were talking about. And for $300, $289. So what we're looking for is we're looking for the bus speed. Right? That's what I want to know. So let me look at where is it? Give me more information. 12 gigs. So that's a 192-bit bus. So let's see if we can get a faster bus than 192. Go for 256 or go for 380 something. So if you can get it. So here's the RX 6600, right? It's an ASRock. GDR6, that only has 8 gigs. We want something with 16 gigs. So let's narrow it down and say we're looking for something with 24 gig, 20 gig, 16 gig, or 12 gig, right? We don't want anything less than 12 gig. All right, this is what we're looking at. The best bet they've got here is the MSI. Can we sort it by price? Manufacturer, seller. Well, I don't know if we can sort it by price. How much are you willing to spend on a graphics card? That's the question. This is a 3060 PCI Express, 12 gig overclocked, 3-fan design. And this has a DisplayPort 1.4A output, which is good. Still 192 bus. So too bad I can't, do it by bus speed. Okay, this is a 6750 XT. What's the bus on that? That's a 192-bit bus too. 5600 is the highest. Okay, well let's put in a price of like 550 and see what that gives us, right? So let's go to price. We're going to say up to $500. Apply. So you got a 7800 XT here, 16 gigs. That's a good card. 256 bus. Okay. This is a fast card. 7800 XT, 16 gigs worth of VRAM, and it's got a 256 bus. Good card. So that's what you're going to look at. This is a 16 gigabyte card here too. 2-fan design. GDDR6 4.0. It's not giving me the bus speed though. What's the bus speed? So that's a 256 bus on that one too. So again, the bigger the bus, the more information it can transfer. Let's go down to like 400 bucks. What do we got here? We got a 7600. This is a 4060 Ti, 16 gigabyte, DDS3, 16 gig, GDDR6. That's a 128-bit bus. Send you the Radeon on the top. This one? Sure. There you go. It's a 3-slot card, or I mean a 3-fan card. But yeah, the bus speed and everything on this is good. It's a 7800 XT, 16 gigs worth of VRAM, 256 bus. RGB fusion. I think it's got a solid back plate on it too. And it's a gigabyte card. Yeah, we'll take a look. But yeah, definitely look at the bus speed. That is an important thing to consider. Because having the memory is good, but having the memory and having it run fast is better. All right, well, you could build a nice system for 1,800 bucks, for sure. You can build a really nice system for 1,800 bucks nowadays. So I guess we have to go talk to this ugly dog over here. The lost little puppy. He's down here. This one.
You are exactly what I was looking for.
I let Fluffworks make him all fluffy.
Did you just talk?
Yeah, Skyrim is now host to giant flying lizards and two-legged cat men. And you're surprised by me? Yeah, I just talked, and I'm continuing to do so.
He looks good all fluffy.
You see, my name is Barbas, and I have a problem I think you can help sort out.
Doesn't he look good all fluffy?
So what could a dog need help with?
My master and I had a bit of a falling out. We got into an argument and it got rather heated. He's kicked me out until I find someone who can settle our disagreement. That's where you come in.
So you're a little lost puppy?
You're very funny. My master's Clavicus
Hey, what's up, Brizzle?
Daedric Prince of Wishes. As you can imagine, he's quite the important person.
I'm doing well.
Sounds easy enough. Let's go find him.
Thank you. Now, since he banished me, Vile's been rather weak. He can't manifest very far from one of his shrines.
No such thing.
I know there's a cult that worships him at Hamar's Shame.
Nico?
We should be able to talk to him there. If this works out, I'll make sure you're rewarded. Hey, just don't trust any offer he makes you, okay?
I don't know, Barbas is pretty good in a battle. So just never take Barbas to go see Clavicus Vile. And he'll always follow you around and help you fight. Alright, we're good. A little cold, but we'll warm up. Alright, what are we doing now? What do we want to do? What's this up here? Yorn, after dusk. We should really go back that way. We should go back north. Hear them hummingbirds. Wish I could remember where that ferry was. Who doesn't want a Daedric doggo at their side? Yeah, they're pretty good. Like I said, he's pretty good in a fight. And he's immortal. He can't die.
Imperial business. Be on your way.
I want to go talk to the crazy necro. She's up here.
Well met, traveler. Do you come to watch the dance of bones? To pay homage? Or to learn the craft?
I'm willing to learn, but I'm not exactly sure what it is you're teaching.
It doesn't matter. I'm not taking disciples. My time is devoted to perfecting my art. This is my latest creation.
What exactly is going on here?
What you see before you is art in its purest form, unbound by the conventions of society, free to show the naked truth.
As a mutual artist, I feel destroying them would reflect life's impermanence.
Very true. And while life may fade into the void, it will soon rise again.
Do travelers take issue with your display?
Appreciation takes many forms. The most spiteful criticism is usually reserved for the most thought-provoking of art. So, I take their criticisms as a compliment.
Why set up your art show here?
The more people view an art piece, the more interpretations are derived from it. Like a flower to the sun, the art flourishes when the light of the people is cast upon it.
Alright, well, one thing I can tell you is...
My art may anger you, yet that may well be its intent.
The music's pretty loud. Come on. There we go. We'll leave it background. So yeah, she's conjuring a bunch of undead. She's a necromantic artist. I think she's out of her mind. Let's put her out of her misery.
Totally hidden.
Oh, did I piss you guys off? Oh, okay.
I'll tag you back. I'll rip your guts right out.
Well, the rest of you all book? What about you? You want some too? Yeah, you're going down. Flaming death. Oh, I know you're a bad guy. And you're going down too. Give me them flowers. Squirrel! Oh. I know what that is. Where are ya? I hear ya. Let's see if I can see you. Boy, you blend in really well. Triad. I could hear her though.
Won't hold back anymore.
Oh, your laptop decided to have a seizure. Oh, sorry to hear that. Hopefully you broke out the defibrillator and got it going again. Clear! You die, she dies, everybody dies. Give me that sky shard, baby. And I'll check the chest too. I like all that. Thank you. What's going on over here? The Book of Daedra by Azura. That's the one I wanted to read. I'll take that too. Thank you. Who was this? Astral Dust. 8 astral damage per second. Okay. I got what I wanted. I wonder if this is going to be rotten stuff. No. You're after the Elder Scroll and you yelled, clear! And a critical arrow shot. Why did we take the basket? I don't know. I don't need the sacks of flour. I really don't need that basket either. And I don't need that. We do have Azura's star. That's good. We need to go return this sculpted hip bone to the Necro that's way up north. She's over by Dushkin Yal. This is another
Yes.
interesting NPC.
Hello?
Hello.
What are you doing out here in the wilderness?
I'm making camp.
Does it get lonely out here?
No. I have the trees and the flower beds to keep me company. There's also Yorick. Safe travels.
Somebody's throwing spears at me. A bunch of goblins up here.
Time to end this.
Where are you, little buggers? Oh, crap. Give me a minute. Congratulations, you just earned yourself a block. Why? Because you're a biatch. Oh, hey.
You get points for effort.
Let's find out where these other bad guys are, huh? Oh, we got a bunch of them over here. Why don't we do something like that? And then let's go get them.
Yeah!
Anybody else want a limp? Apparently not. I hate telemarketers. So it showed up as telemarketer Rancho Cucamonga on my phone. And so I answered the phone, Rancho Cucamonga. And then they didn't say anything. They just hung up on me. So I'm thinking, you squirmy little bitch. You're going to call me and then you don't even want to talk? So, yeah, they earned a block. I know there's probably... Well, there's a couple of shields I left down here. I should probably grab, like, that one and that one. They got fishies. Surprised there isn't some Spriggans or Dryads or something down here. Yeah, there's Spriggan. Only one though. I do love this place. It's really pretty waterfall. I can dig it. Oh, okay, I know where we're at. We're almost up to Mixwater Mill. That's up that way. But if we go this way, maybe we can find Balder. And
You're just full of surprises, huh?
Yeah!
That was a troll within a troll. Double trouble. Oh.
You don't scare me.
Where is Mist? I have a feeling she's over here somewhere. There's another bow I left over here too. And Balder's got to be around here somewhere too. I hear another sky shard. Okay, that's where Mist is. There she is. She's hunting something right now. I think she's hunting the hummingbird. But this is where I left a bow. Rivendell. And this is Mist.
I'll kill you where you stand.
You're not going to kill anybody. She looks kind of pissed, doesn't she? Kind of, sort of. She don't want to talk to me because she's fighting this hummingbird. Can we leave combat?
I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh, well, she's still in combat. It's alright, we didn't really want to take her as a follower anyway.
I'll kill you where you
Was
stand.
looking around. Look around, look around. Let's find Balder. Balder.
I'm going to enjoy this.
East, south, west. Balder might be over this way. Oh my gosh. Really? Little bastard. Made me jump.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Okay, so we made it back there. I may have lost a drop or two of blood. You think? We have gnomes. You know, if there's gnomes around, there's usually gold around. $192 is the most that I could find. 86 is over $400. Yeah, mine's a 386 bus. But you're also talking a $2,000 card. Thanks, Nate. Luckily, I'll get 256 ones. Add about $200 to your $1,400 budget. Well, the 256 bus is going to be a lot faster than the 128 bus. It's twice as much information it can carry. Doesn't mean it's going to be twice as fast. It just means it can carry twice as much information in the same amount of time. We got bears. That's a bar over there. There's a fire. And an orc. This guy can be a follower too.
You got guts, stranger. 2 feral wolves. But you didn't flinch. Train my arrows on most. Say, that's close enough. They look raw, as if I didn't just save their life. You, though, the wolves liked. Or fear. Got curious. Wanted to see how far you'd make it. Looks like I slighted you. Or misread them.
You don't mind that killed one of your wolves?
Aren't my wolves. Can't own a wild beast. Free to roam, free to hunt, free to be hunted. Besides, no vengeance to spare. All for one orc, and one orc alone.
Who are you hunting?
My quarry is Lagdu. You find her, you tell me, she dies.
Well, I would say get the best you can afford.
Why are you hunting this Lagdu?
Some hunters work in packs, but only 2 I consider kin. She was one of them.
So you're avenging one friend by killing the other?
Yeah.
So you tracked her down to Knife Point Ridge?
Can't track her. Does more than double back. Covers her prints like it were snowing dirt. So I go from camp to camp. Maybe follow an adventurer. Maybe get lucky. Keep 100 arrows in my quiver. 99 are orc. Last one is iron and blood. That's the arrow that'll kill Lagdu.
So you can take him as a follower.
Alright.
And he's looking for Lagdu. Yeah, that one, dude, you lost your head. This one's just chilling over here. We killed the bear. That's east. That's north. Let's go this way. That is a sky shard. Having a squirrel moment. Squirrel! That means to me, that's Hunter's Rest. That's the side of the road. This is the way to Valder. We'll go help Valder get his lucky dagger. He's over here. Valder.
Hello? You! Over here, please. I need help. Thank Kinnereth for you, stranger. I'd almost given up hope of walking away from here.
What are you doing out here?
We tracked a bear to this den. Good coin for those pelts. We had the big sow cornered when they showed up. 3 of them, out of nowhere. Spriggans. Niels went down before we even knew to run. Ari died just inside. I never even thought the things were real. I may have lost a drop or 2 of blood. Truth is, I'm not going anywhere like this. Hurts to breathe.
I may have a potion to spare.
I just need a little to get going. Much better. Thanks, friend. I wouldn't have lasted much longer without that. But now what? I can't just walk away, not with my friends' bodies in there being torn apart by those beasts.
I understand. Let me help you.
You'd do that for a stranger? I don't know what to say. Lead on, I suppose.
He's still hurting. I think he's protected though.
Treading with caution.
Careful, I'm trying to take out these Spriggans, buddy. There's Ari. She had an apple pie.
Is someone there?
How about a little night eye? See where we're going.
It's done then. Justice, if you can call it that. Look, I want you to have this. I know it isn't much, but it's important to me. Ari gave me this dagger when we first started hunting together. I always said it brought her luck. You should be the one to carry it now. I'll give them a proper burial, then head back. Come find me if you're ever in Falkreath. You'll always be welcome at my door.
We made a friend. And I left 3 bows in here too. Kinnerus Tempest, Kinnerus Honor, Kinnerus Hawthorne. Just iron. Poor Ari. What's up, Shot? Your second walk? I'm already 40 push-ups in. You know, really, if you're not running at higher resolution, if you're running at 1080p, the frame gen is probably your best bet and the best bang for your buck. Now, what's great about that is you can run FSR and the frame gen at the same time. Right now, I'm running DLSS and the frame gen. You walked about 6 miles today? Why are you walking so much? I replaced the windshield wipers on my car today. And I went to my son's dentist appointment with him.
Move along.
Walk away. Now.
And then I debated washing the cars, but decided against it. I also already dropped like 5 pounds. So I will be doing another couple of miles tomorrow. And I'll be doing 20 more push-ups every cup of coffee I go get. See if I can get, I've been running about 60 to 80 push-ups a day. Because you like it? Okay. That's cool. It's all good in the hood, like it should.
Now you're mine.
Oh, no, you're not. Are these vigilants? Why are you guys being such jerks? Oh, because I promised to help Barbas? Maybe. And no promises. Because we're not a werewolf yet. Although we should probably become a werewolf. That'd be cool. Gotta do stuff while I run grass cash. Yeah, that takes a minute. And look, that tree is no longer growing through the signpost. What do you know about that? That is a pretty signpost. I like those. All right. Oh, pardon me. Do I have any points to spend on that? No. Do I have any points to spend on that? No. Do I want to run to a different destiny? So, staggered, 25% more damage against staggered. Every 10 seconds, your next attack deals 100% more damage. So this is really great because it's like 500 points more damage. Slows enemy by 50%.
This one needs something. You have questions?
Huh?
Oh, there's a bunch of adventurers. No, I don't have questions. I want to set up a tent. Found a 256 card. It's about 470. I think it's the one you want. Okay, cool.
Here we go. I'll fight and die. Such fate is
Wow, okay, what do we got going on here?
Hey, watch what you're doing. Ah, the sweet smell of burnt. Nothing better.
Really they're killing bandits. Oh my gosh.
Lost mistake.
Thalmor.
Into the shadows.
I'm going to find whoever did this. You fool. You don't stand it.
That's what we do with Thalmor. They just wiped out, you know, this is a prisoner. These were the Thalmor. I was just trying to go to bed and they had a big old battle over there. Who did they wipe out? Thalmor prisoner. I think they wiped out those adventurers. No, they wiped out the bandit. So those were bandits. Alright, whatever. Whatever. That'll work. I could use a drink. We're a little combat stressed. You know what I want to know? I want to know if I can reduce combat stress by petting a dog or petting a cat. So let's see. We're a little cold. Minor combat stress. And we're a little thirsty. Okay. So let's, well, first, let's do that. And let's get some water. And then we're going to go find a cat or a dog we can pet. Should be one up in Rorikstead. I want to see if that can reduce my stress level. Oh, speaking of which, we are... Let's see how much Sanguine likes us. 14.4%. So apparently we're not doing enough debauchery for Sanguine. That's one with a name. Can we bury him? Let's bury him. That way we don't have to deal with a corpse laying around. Let's go to Rorikstead. know they got a cat, maybe a couple of dogs in Rorikstead. So again, let's check our stress level. We're not stressed. Okay. Well, I can't... Oh, I know why we're not stressed. Because we're close to the garden. That's why we're not stressed. Well, it's hard to test my theory if I'm not stressed. Right? Meow. Okay. We were heading... What do we got here? Broken Tower Redoubt, Sundered Towers, Karthweisen, Red Eagle Redoubt, Rebels Karen. Okay. Boy, we got a lot of stuff to do over here. Switch back to the bow. Maybe do a little hunting through the misty forests. Check the map. Don't do that. Bad dog. Cook dog. Now I'll check the map. I want to go that way. I'll just put a marker there. There's an interesting NPC that's a little fairy that's in a cage. It's up at some Hagraven's tower or something. And she's looking for what's left of her tree, which got turned into a lute that the bard is carrying. And I think that bard is VArgr. So I wouldn't mind returning her to what's left of her tree. Oh, you want some too? Okay. Oh, we missed you. We didn't miss you that time. Does that fire put off heat? I don't know, hard to tell. Well, let's go in here.
Can't fail now.
Hey, watch your language.
do like a bit of warmth in the evening. I need someone with a little fire in their blood. Honestly, I take what little business I can get.
I need someone with a little fire in their blood. The Bandit Lands expansion is good. Okay, well, we went in, we came, okay. Do over. Okay, so we can't go that way. We can definitely go this way.
Something's wrong.
Is that enough little fire in your blood? Oh, that wasn't what you had in mind? So sorry.
Easy there. Don't want you tiring yourself.
First war, and now dragons. Everywhere they go, the lords bring nothing but ruin. Is someone there?
No, I'm hiding. You know. Okay, we're just gonna go in guns blazing. No hiding. We're just gonna go running in.
Someone there? Hello?
Now you're mine!
Try to win.
You won't get the best of me!
Oh! Decapitation. Said I can cut your head off. Oh wait, no, that was... I can make your hands clap. That's what that was. Actually saw Fits in the Tantrums in concert. A one-hit wonder.
Awesome. My oh my, you're breathtaking.
Why, thank you. Any more?
Rule 1. People are stupid.
Love it. This is like the back way in. I went through this backwards. Yeah, I went through it backwards. Okay. We need to go up the hill. They had bone arrows and fire arrows. Yeah, I don't want those. But I'll take those, and I'll take those. Speaking of which, we gotta deliver that sword. We don't need that. We'll use the lightning arrows first.
Huh? Thought I heard something.
You sure are determined.
The reach will be ours again.
Come on, poke your head out.
I swear I'll kill you.
Yeah, nice try. We're coming to get you, though.
And you really think it all ends
Weren't
here?
expecting that, were you?
Now you're a flaming bloody mess. Just let the poison take you. Okay, that's kind of cool.
All right, let's go.
Potato.
You can't hide from me forever. Show me what you got.
Treading with caution. What's the sound?
She was holding a cup without a cup. Alright, so where'd the dude go that had the key? Pretty sure we killed him. I think that was him. wonder where the key is. He had the key. And he had the sword. We already knew that one. Lots of legends already, go just laying around. Oh, hey now. All right. Yeah, Rebels Karen's over this way. Is there a reason why you're not holding on to that correctly? I double dog dare you. I triple wolf dare you. This is how we do it. Oh, hey, that hurt. That hurt pretty hard. Did we not drink? We didn't drink that darn potion. We don't have any of those. How about that one? Yeah, that one we have. This guy hits pretty hard. Circle around, get him in the back. Oh, he got me with a backhand. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, but the poison got him. Oh, my wife's thinking of me. Where's your post here? That was funny. She sent me a little meme that said, every marriage has two types of people. One who wakes up and immediately thinks it's time to start talking and telling you the whole itinerary for the day. And the other who needs at least 3 to 5 business days and 2 cups of coffee before saying or doing anything. And I said, which one are you? So we'll find out. Let's get rid of this sword. SPID Sky Patcher for reverse daggers. You can just... Do you want to distribute reverse daggers? Is that what you want to do? But then are they going to use the correct animations for reverse daggers? Basically, the way to do that would be to create a custom condition in a DAR or OAR folder structure for the keyword that is referencing reverse daggers, so that it uses a specific reverse dagger animation. And then you can distribute them SPID and not really worry about it. You're gonna bleed out there, buddy. Especially if I keep shooting you. Cape of Red Eagle. Fulon's eyes burn coldly on this day's black opals reflecting the mine. I will take the glass arrows. And I'll take that. But that's about, well, maybe I'll take this stuff too. Yeah, we're just going to leave the... Well, we'll pull the sword out so that it's locked, but then we're going to just drop it. Hello again, Queen. So we need to deliver this sword for the orc. I'm not sure where that is. Journal. Okay, we need to do that. Where's that? So she's in Karthweisen. That's not that far away. We'll head that direction. That would be west-ish. Sorry, doggy. I had to. Yeehaw! So we want to go. There's probably some bad guys.
Can't hide from me. I think you're bleeding. I
think you're dying from poison. Your little dog too.
Ready.
I think you're burning. Yeah, come on. I double dog dare you. These are, looks like knights. Curse of the Crusader. Okay, so we got Crusaders. I'm guessing that's Creation Club content. That one had a name too, Remy. All right.
I want you sellswords out of my mind.
Watch your tongue, native. We'll leave when we're sure there's no Forsworn here.
Oh, and when would that be, I wonder? When I sell my land to the Silverbloods?
The Silverbloods
Can
have
I
made
help
a very
you?
generous offer for this pile of dirt.
Your mother Garrel wants you to have this sword.
So that's it then. Don't come back. Thank you. Here. You honored my mother's task and should be rewarded. Now, I need to be alone. Fight well.
What now?
Trouble with the mine?
Robbery is what it is.
Robbery.
Silverbloods are trying to muscle in on my land. Forsworn attack the mines, and suddenly all these cell swords show up to help. They won't let anyone work
You're
until I
pretty
sell
pale,
it off.
dude.
What if I convince them to leave?
You can try, but I'd keep your sword arm ready if things get ugly.
No problem.
Get some of that good Riften mead.
We're in control of this mine. Not for much longer, buddy. So should we just kill them all, or should we talk to dude and intimidate him? Okay, okay, we'll leave. We'll leave. Sometimes it's fun to just, you know,
Can't fail now.
sneak in and just start cutting throats. Dun 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 dun.
Ugh, give me a challenge.
Is someone there?
Gonna
cry now.
Oh!
You're gonna die.
I'll murder you.
Oh, I did. You got a few good hits in though. So why don't we chug one of those? That'll work. Let's find out where these guys are, shall we? Where are the bad guys? Might as well mine it. I could use a drink. Oh no. Well, no better way to slit throats than after drinking some apple wine. Ah, favor with sanguine went up. Our favor with sanguine is now 13.2%. So, why is our favor with sanguine just sucking wind? $15.5.
Is someone there? Here we go.
Don't you want to live?
They got food.
On high alert.
Are we over encumbered? Yeah, just a little bit. Time to dump some stuff off in the staff. And we're going to need some more coffee. Because the coffee cup is now empty, which means 20 more push-ups. Go get him, Angel. I'm guessing that's somebody at the front door. That's definitely somebody at the front door. Probably a delivery. Means I can take care of that too after I dump stuff off. What up, Jason? We don't need 8 hawk feathers. Maybe we'll keep like 4. How are we doing on potions? Oh, we can dump a lot of this off. Keep the cure disease. Get rid of the miners. No, we're keeping those. Do we need 10 of them? No, we need about 5, 6. Keep that, keep that, keep that. Dump that. Alright, do we have any bones? Because bones are heavy. Alright, well, we've got some garbage. Basura. How about food? Okay. Now we'll go this way. How much does VRAMR help? A lot. Basically, if you're VRAM bound, okay, it's going to help you. So if your game is pulling more VRAM than you have available, VRAMR will help you run smoother with less stutters. But if you, like me, I've got 24 gigs worth of VRAM. So it's rare that my game pulls that much, but I still run VRAMR. Basically because sometimes it can get over that if I don't. Yeah, it really depends on where your bottleneck is. So I think the first thing to do is figure out, okay, what's the slowest component? What is slowing your system down? Where's your bottleneck? So it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference for me because VRAM's not my bottleneck. Same thing with shadows. Don't really make a big difference for me because that's not my bottleneck. Graphics isn't my bottleneck. My bottleneck is, well, my processor for one, running all this HET SMP physics. Okay, that's heavy. And then draw calls, which is the API, which would be DirectX 11. Yeah, it's going to be great for anything with 4 gigs worth of VRAM. That's not very much VRAM. You're really going to have to watch your texture size. I don't recommend anything over 1K, so 1024 by 1024 would be the maximum size that I would recommend for any texture in your game. And some of them I would even say drop down to 512, you know, on things that don't really matter, or anything you can drop down. Yeah, well, what it's going to do is it's going to keep it from stuttering on load. So it may work just fine, right? But you probably experience some freeze or stutter when loading new areas because it's having to load from system RAM rather than from the VRAM. VRAM is much faster. So it'll get rid of the stutter. Well, it also depends on how much. Alright, where's Einathatch? He's indoors. And the door is locked. So, we're gonna grab a seat. I'm gonna get some more coffee, and I'll be back. Dodging doggos. Myco 30 series now. Just thinking though. Well, I think they were looking at probably what, a 66 or 6800 XT? Or I don't know. Maybe a 4060 Ti? Or a 3060 Ti? Or 3060? I don't know. Yeah, 4060 Ti 16 gig. What's the bus speed on that shot? Is that a 256 bus? Or 192? So we gotta wait for Ina Thatch before we leave here. We want to get paid.
I help in the mines as well as the forge.
Come out and play. Well, it's like in the middle of the morning. We're just gonna sit here and rest. We have a very loud cat. Well, he just walked right by me, didn't he? Yeah, let's go get him. Ina Thatch, where are you? You're up here.
If the Forsworn aren't attacking my town, the Nords are trying to force me off it.
Those sellswords won't be a problem now.
That won't be the last we hear from the Silverbloods. But at least we can get back to work. Thank you. You've done a good thing for me and my workers. Here, this is for you.
Hey, killed off all the bad guys. Here, have 1,000 gold. Yeehaw! Ooh, RTX 6600. Head to head the same. TI version of 3060 is better. Alright, well, do some research, figure it out. Pay attention to the bus speed. Yorn! Oh my gosh, well, we should have really done that when it was dusk. That's alright. I'm not worried about the base clock, I'm worried about the bus speed for the memory. Is it 128, 192, 256, or 382? And that's what I said, NVIDIA's better driver support. This is the vampire. Should we talk to her?
Have you heard the tale of Ariel and Pallor? They were immortals, brother and sister, who made a wager on the nature of man. Ariel, kind-hearted and pure, believed that man was a builder, and his failures were the foundation of progress. Paler, cynical and measured, believed that the soul was constantly eroding and that foundation would soon collapse. Yet only time could tell the truth of it. So they entombed themselves deep in an ancient ruin and cast a spell that turned a single night into 1,000 years.
Yeah, you'd be better off with the 256 bus.
What happened?
When Ariel awoke, she rushed outside to greet the new age. She found cities that kissed the heavens and ships that walked upon the waves. In towns she saw faces creased not by war, but by the broadness of a smile.
What about Paler?
Ah, in Ariel's excitement, she'd forgotten about her brother. But not for long. Certain that she had won the wager, she ran back to the ruins to tell him the news. Yet, when she opened Paler's coffin, she found it empty, save for a wooden stake and a pile of dust.
Well, he was a vampire. She's a vampire too, by the way.
It just goes to show nothing is black and white.
I'm inclined to agree. We see change around us every day, but change doesn't always mean progress.
Your name can't be a coincidence. Was Paler your brother?
Yes. Sometimes I wonder if this is another one of his tricks. As if one day he'd walk through that door and it'd be like he never left. But such thoughts are the foolishness of an idle mind, and I've been idle for far too long.
After you became a vampire, did you feed?
Not in the way you're implying. You see, Paler hasn't won our wager. Not entirely. Society may always be cynical, but I refuse to be.
How did you become a vampire?
It was Paler who gave me the gift. He called it a spell to ward off time. I never thought of it as malicious. My brother made sure I would never see its trappings.
What are you doing down here?
I've always had a busy mind, and so I tried to keep it occupied. This is hardly the cathedral of knowledge the Arcanium is, but it serves its purpose.
Perfect place to hide and get drunk. Yes, and if something were to happen, no one would hear you scream either.
Yes, and if something were to happen, no one would hear you scream either.
At this point in my life, my throat is too dry for anything of the sort. Hopefully you find my wards well and safe.
I'm not looking for rewards. She got a couple people helping her out, but they took off and ended up in jail. Not my problem. I don't help vampires. Somebody's shooting at me. Oh yeah? Think you're all that in a bucket of shrimp? let's go.
Skillful maneuver. Enough of...
Yes, skillful manure. I mean, maneuver. That's one of the new lines. Little dragon whelp.
Come at me again. Can't see me.
Where you get poisoned to death. Oh, is that what you're trying to say? This is the part where you get poisoned to death.
Is someone there?
No, nobody's here. I'm hiding. I'm in sneak mode. You don't know I'm here.
I knew it.
Oh, you do know I'm here. Maybe you know somebody else is here. Dun, 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 dun.
A whisper in the wind.
The Forsworn will reclaim what is rightfully ours. Oh!
Well, we can't shoot around the corner, so... I'll take you both out. Troll fat. I'll take that. I'll take that. Tragedy in black we've already read. More troll fat. What's in the satchel, baby? Musky room? What's that? Oh, that's part of the barrel sticking through. Hjalti's sword. That's what was here. Should we go talk to a ghost? And maybe learn some skills. The RTX 3060 12 gig version, 192-bit bus. Told you that's a good card. And for right around 300 bucks, it's a screaming deal. How much is that card going for now? 240 something? 250? 300? Right around there? We want to go Old Herolden. Where's Old Herolden? There it is. Put a marker there. So we cleared that, but it's not marked as cleared on our map. we want to go south-ish. Clock speed is lower. Well, the thing about NVIDIA, if you're running GeForce Experience, you can auto overclock. There's a little thing in GeForce Experience under performance where you can have it basically run through and auto overclock your graphics card for you. So it's checking all of the timings and everything and figuring out what it's possible of. My card out of the box is 1400, and I'm running at 1875. So that's 400 or 1890. So that's more than 400 megahertz higher than the stock megahertz of my card. And the temperature is still 68C. I mean, it's running at 95% usage, but you know, rather than a 1400 megahertz card, it's now almost a 1900 megahertz card running the auto overclocking. That's built into GeForce Experience. It's built into the graphics driver. Well, that's not really the graphics driver. It's software that goes with the graphics driver. Where are we going? South. That way. MSI Afterburner isn't automatic. I run MSI Afterburner with this card too, but I do it mainly so that I can run Riva Tuner. I mean, I don't... There you would have to do a lot of manual overclocking. What I'm talking about is auto overclocking. So it's running through and checking for you different clock speeds, how fast your RAM can go and still be stable, how fast your graphics can go and still be stable. Now, granted, it's probably not as aggressive as doing it yourself, but it's going to be stable. So and I'm pretty happy about the overclock that it got on this card. I mean, it was nothing spectacular, but still 400 megahertz higher.
Who knows? I might spare you.
No, I guess we didn't spare you.
to finish this!
You fight well.
Ha!
How do you unlock magical jumping? Well, there's two different ways. Does it work without MCO? I don't know. The mod page will tell you that's correct. The way that there's two different ways to unlock it. One way is through alteration. So train up your alteration magic until you learn how to do it, or can get the spell to do it. If you just want it by default, like I have, you can do that in the MCM menu. Just come over here to mod configuration, go to magical jumping, and go to gameplay, and go to lore friendly mode, and make sure that is unclicked. Because if I click lore friendly mode, that's the jump I have. I can't even double jump. I only get a single jump in lore friendly mode. So I would have to learn the spell for magical jumping if you want to do that. But if you want to have it by default, which I like it because it's fun, magical jumping, gameplay, unclick lore friendly mode. Now I can triple jump, magical jumping by default. It actually requires the jumping mod. So yeah, I can triple jump. I don't know if I want to get that yet. But yeah, I'm playing like a fantasy version of Skyrim anyway, right? My game is high fantasy, definitely. So we've got glide crow and magical jumping and all kinds of fun stuff. Bow rapid combo. Acrobatic backflip dodges, and so that's, I mean, it's high fantasy. That's just how I have my game set up. Now, you can turn all these things off and run it, you know, so you don't have it. There is no such thing as best mod. I have preferences, but there are lots of good options. I recommend reading up on all of them and deciding what works best for you. I have no idea of what's compatible with Vigilant. I don't play Vigilant, so I don't know. It looks like you need to read mod pages, so go read some mod pages, and reading is good. It'll teach you a lot. The answers are there. That would be my recommendation. Hashtag read. There's Old Herolden. Well, that's not Old Herolden. We could go do this, though.
Whoa there! I don't know where you're going, but stay out of that mine. It isn't safe.
Well, if you can't read, I can't help you.
The mine isn't safe? Why?
We tunneled into an old Nordic crypt. The whole place is crawling with Draugr. We're not mining up any ore with those undead around, so I wouldn't go down there.
Just saying.
I'll handle those Draugr for you.
I'll handle those Draugr for you.
You're joking, right? Those bone walkers will tear you limb from limb. But if you want to get yourself killed, go ahead.
Most people are. Just some people are a little better at hiding it. But that's why there's children being born. Because people are perverts. So it's kind of a good thing, right?
Won't draw attention.
If people weren't perverts, the human race would be doomed. It's absorbing souls. You know, it took me a long time to figure out that the girls are more perverted than the guys. It's true. They're just better at hiding it. So I wonder if this food's spoiled. Let's find out. Nope. Good carrots. What's in the sack? Salt pile. We'll take that. We're also going to mine this. This is the best source of moonstone in the entire game. So yeah, definitely mine all of the ore in here. And help out Perth. He pays pretty well. They left some booze for me. Give me the booze. Give me the apple. Oh, look, more booze. And bread. So, what's in here? Old potato. Spoiled. So now I'm getting spoiled food in some of the containers. Because this is a Draugr crypt, right? So it's going to start giving me spoiled food. Those are regular tomatoes. They're not spoiled. What about that one's empty? What about that? That one's empty. Okay, cool. Alright. Dropping on in. Death Lord my butt. Brr. He said brr. Light me up.
You'll suffer
tremendous.
Let the poison get you. We'll take that. We'll take that, and we'll take that, and that. And give me the wine. And give me the mead. And what's in the barrel? Good cabbage. We don't want the cabbage. Sneak around, sneak around. We'll take that. Ultimate healing, we'll take that.
Should be set.
I hear ghost. For some XP and some more moonstone. Just saying. You know, we should have Siri say that. You're such an effective bandit. Just saying.
You will never understand how desperately I love you. And that, my friend, is how you pull off a long con.
I didn't really want that sword. Nice, last challenger. Nice. Last challenger is working on the PC head tracking Siri voice files and sent me a bunch of them to play with.
May you poop on warm sands.
And just some of them are based on things that I say, like the rules of humanity, and you know, rule number 1: people are stupid, and may you poop on warm sands, and the air is just right. You know. For Skyrim. Uh-oh, we don't want to do that. We want to do that.
My oh my, you're breathtaking.
Why, thank you. I thought you were breathtaking too.
And the air was just right for Skyrim.
And they're just really high quality voice files, so looking forward to the complete package. Because I like Siri's voice. Well, should I fill him in on the true meaning of just saying? And, whatever. Whatever. That means I don't give a fuck, basically. And just saying is another way to say dumbass. I don't know if I put my finger that far up my nose. Just saying. So we dealt with oh, we haven't told, you know, whatever. Gotta say it like Deadpool. Whatever. That's the lore behind just saying. Yep, just saying.
We're keeping the mine closed until that crypt is clear.
The crypt is clear, Perth. So.
I cleared the mine of VArgr.
Amy.
You did? We were waiting for the Jarl to send an entire regiment to clear that mine. Now we can get back to work. Thank you.
A UI skin mod? I do. It's called Sky UI. Because I'm not a big, I've looked at Nordic UI, I've looked at Dear Diary, so don't get me wrong, I've looked at them. I just, the Sky UI just works for me. Like the tween menu, okay? So I really like this tween menu. I think it looks good. So why would I want to change that if I like it? What's up, Jeff? Like I said, why would I'm not going to fix something that's not broken. Untarnished? I've looked at Untarnished. And I'm not a fan of that either. I mean, like, okay, a lot of people now are going for the paper map, right? I can't stand it. Give me this map. Give me the 3D map, like I'm up in the sky, looking down on the world. That's what I want. And it is real time. So if there is a lava dragon flying around, I can see them flying around on this map in real time. And this map looks so much better once you've run Dyndalot. Because this is basically, it's a real-time map of the world. And this is Ice Penguins. It's an old version, but I love it. So I'm not going to change to a paper map. But yeah, but a lot of the lists now are using the paper map, the flat map. Yeah, exactly. And that's fine. If that's what people like, that's fine. It's not for me. Same thing with Untarnished, Nordic UI, Dear Diary, not for me. All right. Well, thanks for stopping in, Jeff. It's always good to see you. New upcoming UI mod. Of course, there's always an upcoming UI mod. Edge UI, yeah, well, whatever. And I'm sure it will have its fans. There will be people who love it, and that's great. That's like, you know, people ask me why. Well, there's specific reasons why I did certain things I did on my list. Like, why am I not using Growl? Why am I still using Moonlight Tales for werewolves? That's such an old and outdated mod. Well, you know what? I I like all the options it gives me, and I like the way it's set up. So that's what I use. Why aren't you using Sacrosanct? Why are you still using Better Vampires? Because I like the way that Better Vampires works for vampires. That's why. But again, it's a personal preference thing, right? You are a drug dealer.
Sister. You look weary. I have something to help you relax, if you're interested.
I've seen Edge UI. Not my thing.
What are you talking about?
So should we kill him or should we intimidate him?
The sweetest moon sugar, at a fair price, of course.
Just give me what you have and we both walk away from this.
No need to get so hostile. Just take it. Sounds like you need it more than I do. Piss and spit on you.
I'll fix you good. I've had enough of you.
Stop it! Stop
Oh, they killed me.
Must have run off.
Well, I didn't kill him, I intimidated him, but then the bandits got me. So yeah, we're like level 33. And 3 lowly bandits can still take me out if I'm not careful. That's the way this list is set up. That it doesn't stop being a challenge. Change blows, I knew only one of us would come out alive. So we're back here. So do I have to... Well, first things first. Okay, we have our weapons. We have our bow. Do we still have good arrows? Yes, we do. We still have Hjalti's sword. I'm thinking that she died from the poison after I died. Alright, well, I don't know what you're saying, but okay. I'm glad you're having a good time. Just saying. Who are you? Oh, you're the one who's a traveling merchant. What do you got for sale?
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
She sells poisons. And a kettle. You could buy a kettle. That's a nice looking kettle. Look at that. Look at the shine on that, baby. That's high quality steel there. Scallion fin. She sells skooma. She's a skooma dealer in disguise. How about we sell you those? And let's sell you like 2 of those. Sell you that. Give you that, and that, and that. And we're keeping that. What are we down to? 214? What else we got to sell? Let's read the Legend of Crately. Oh, 146. Yup. With a schmackling of 5 in there. It's like a lot of people ask me why I don't use true directional movement, right? So I use 360 movement behavior, and people are like, oh, that's just so outdated, you know. You can't. So I can still run around like that. But the reason being is I have a backflip, and you can't get that with true directional movement, because as soon as you press this way, you're running that way, and you lose the backflip. And so that's part of it. The other part of it is I'm not a fan of lock-on because of archery locational damage. So that kind of negates having archery locational damage if all of your arrows are going to hit your target anyway. You know, if you have lock-on feature. I want people to have to aim and to get bonuses for getting headshots. And, you know, also for leg shots and arm shots. And having true directional movement, although true directional movement is a great mod, don't get me wrong, great mod. But it kind of negates some other mods that I have that I think are part of the experience. Question, run Dynalod first or text gen? VRAM or what? Well, Dynalod is going to be excluded from VRAMer by design. So I would run your grass cache, your text gen, your Dynalod, and then run your...
I won't go down without a fight.
We got a bunch of bad guys up there. See him? And then run like your synthesis patchers.
I'm not like the others.
Talos smite you.
This is the part where you fall down. They can take me on.
So here I'm not using lock-on. I do have a crosshair, but I don't have a lock-on feature. So getting a headshot on these people is going to knock them to the ground, where getting an arm shot is going to slow them down for casting spells, and getting a leg shot is going to slow them down for movement. So if I shoot them in the leg, they'll slow down, they'll have to move slower. But if I get them in a headshot, that'll knock them to the ground. And it does more damage. So you can see that all up in the upper left-hand corner. And that's why I run the way I run. Also, you gotta aim. There's no gimmies, no freebies. Gotta learn how to aim. Get good. Gotta get good, baby. Can't use VRAMer when you use yeah, you can. I run VRAMer after I run Dynalod. And the reason being is VRAMer is set up to ignore Dynalod. It'll skip those files by design. So I don't see a backpack around here. I do see a torch where I died, but it didn't drop a backpack. Let's double check that. Well, first things first, turn the grass back on. And then we'll double check that. Shadow of Skyrim. So yeah, we don't have any... We've got 2 buffs, but no debuffs. Yeah, the person who wrote the code for VArgr knew that there was going to be certain things to be excluded. Now, one thing that they didn't exclude, that I wanted excluded, was my... Basically, it's a texture that's the background for my skills menu. So this texture with the pretty girls on it basically got reduced in size and they were all blurry. So I went into MO2, right pane, data, interface, found this texture, hid the one that VArgr did so that it's using the full resolution one, and then it's fine. But that's one that wasn't excluded. So those are some things that you kind of got to be aware of if you're using VArgr, is that sometimes there's going to be certain things that you want to hide what VArgr does because you want the full resolution texture for that specific item. This, the background of these images of these girls, right, in my menu, I wanted to leave at the higher resolution. It's not going to affect gameplay, right? Because I'm not running around in the world when I'm in this menu. So it doesn't matter if these are high resolution or low. So I'd rather have them high. So we're looking for something good to spend this on. Ravage. Bite marks. Unblock attacks with daggers deal additional 2 points of bleed damage per second, 45 seconds to the target. Yes. That's another 90 points of damage. That's worth it. Alright, we need some food, we need some water, we need a tent. So first things first. Some baked potato, a little bit of wine. Wow, our favorite with Sanguine just keeps going down. He wants me to stay drunk all the time. So we should just piss off, Sanguine. We're going to get another deity. Who should we follow? Sanguine just wants me to be a drunk all the time. Bounty hunter. So we need a new deity. I want a new drug. A new deity. Kinnereth's not bad. Yeah, okay, you guys deal with that. I'm gonna go sleep. See you later. Yeah, leading your shots and actually, okay, so this is where Yarbrough is. I'm pretty sure he's the bard. Alright, where's Duder? That's Eric. Morelki.
Great. Wonderful. This has ruined my entire day. What do you want?
I want to rent a room.
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Until next time.
Oh, I didn't want to get up? Oh my gosh, okay. Alright, get back in bed. Alright. Oh, we get 4 hours of sleep. Oh, and we get to level up. Cool. Where should we dump this? $220, $250, $240. We have 1 perk point to increase. What's this one up here? Man of War. While dual wielding in combat, build up battle rage with each attack, gaining 5% extra attack damage and 5% bonus attack speed for 2 seconds. Effect stacks. Duration refreshed each time. What's this one? Swaying Cobra. Power attacks with a dagger and at least 1 stack of mastery inflict. Distracting wounds. 80 points of magic and stamina. Yeah, we'll take that. We fight with daggers. So we want all the dagger stuff we can get. Alright, we're going to let her sleep for a minute. And I'm going to recycle some coffee and then I'll be back. So far the stream's been going good. We are 3 hours in right now.
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
Dodging doggos. You gotta step over the top of them. Alright, get up. Insta-dress. So Yarbrough is in Rorikstead. We gotta remember that. If I find that little ferry again. Alright, where were we? We were trying to go there. So we need to go up over the hill. That's a dragon.
You'll suffer tremendously.
Really think so there, buddy?
Withdraw. I have forgotten what fine sport you mortals can provide.
That's right, we're gonna poison you to death. And get a headshot. Then we're gonna stand in your mouth. And steal your soul. I get a soul, don't I? Come on, give me your soul. Come on, give me the soul. Oh, that's just not right. Alright, fine, I'm gonna bury your ass then. Rob me out of a soul. I'm thinking I might get the soul if I come up here to the Dragon Mound. No, that Dragon Mound's not open yet. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, let's go return Hjalti's sword. Hjalti? Uh-oh, foglings. That's not a fogling. Yeah, it is a fogling. I think those are cool because they make like a big fog bank.
Focus. Try that again, I double dog dare you. You're boring me.
We got vampires firing rocks at us.
Think you can take me?
Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact. Just stand still for a minute. I'll poison you to death.
Focus.
She was a thrall. You know what? There's bone hawks over here. Should be 3 of them. Watch the skies, traveler. Headshot.
Eliminated. Won't draw attention.
Yeah, well, they were wrong. Oh, look, fire arrows. Let's go get this, the vampire. Oh my gosh. That laugh is too much. I'll just kick you guys to death. You little bastards.
I got this.
We only have 1 of those arrows left.
Maybe the clans have it right. Hunting's so chancy. Why not keep a few thralls? Blood whenever you want it.
You're undead. How do you like fire? Burn,
First kill
baby,
is
burn.
always the best.
What was that?
I'm gonna blow you up. Oh no! Yeah, I got a couple things I gotta deal with. And I did get the part to fix the Roomba, so I gotta fix that Roomba later too. So, I'm probably gonna go for another 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it a day. And go take care of some other things I gotta take care of. So we've been going for 3 hours, 10 minutes, so, you know, I'll tell you what, we'll take it all the way to 4 hours, so another 50 minutes. We'll have a 4-hour stream. And so far, it's been running really stable. No crashes, no lockups, no problems. So that's a wonderful thing. That's the way it should be running. These little bastards left it all foggy in here. So yeah, I'll go till the top of the hour. About another 40 minutes. I don't know where the bone hawks went though. There should be 3 bone hawks up here. I don't see them. Old Herolden. Oh, we've got the hip bone for this chick too. First, Old Herolden. Hjalti? Is that you, Hjalti?
Ah, a visitor. Old Rolden Inn has hundreds of years of history, friend.
So I wonder if we even have talked to the ghost yet. Or the snotty little boy that says no drunks. There's no bed in there. That's the orc. She can be a follower too. There's a snotty little boy. He's just standing in the fire. We need to rent Tiber Septim's room. So where's what's-her-face? She hiding out back here? No. I don't know where she's at. Who's this?
I miss those days before the Forsworn took up arms again, when you could walk the roads in peace.
If you drink too much, you're out. This is the old Roldan Inn. Clean beds and strong drink.
He won't rent me a room.
Bye.
And he's standing in the fire. Let me stand inside your fire. So this is the bed we need to sleep in. But I need to rent the room. Where's my girl? I hope so, because I'm going off in about 40 minutes. And I'm going to go fix the Roomba. I got to rip all its guts out and replace it.
Ah, a visitor.
And I got a couple other things I got to take care of.
Hundreds of years of history, friend.
There you are. Hi.
You'll be looking to rent Tiber Septim's room, I take it?
Yep.
I'll rent Tiber Septim's room.
Have a good rest. It's the big room with the double bed. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
No, you don't have to. I know where it's at. Why don't we just sleep for an hour? Okay, we'll sleep until tomorrow morning. Thought I was supposed to hear the girl scream. Winter is approaching. And it's raining.
Eldi, is that you? I've been waiting.
Hjalti, who are you talking about?
You promised me, Eldi. You promised that when we sacked Roldan, you would make me your sworn brother. And I've waited. Even after the enemy's arrows dug into my chest and their hammers crushed my bones, I've waited. Give me your sword, Eldi, that we may become brothers, as you promised.
I'll find your sword.
I long to taste battle again.
I have Hjalti's sword.
It's been an honor to serve you, brother. Remember our lessons from the sword masters of our king?
Not big at all.
Let me show you a few
Very
things
small.
you may have forgotten before we leave Roldan.
I don't know, what mods are you using? I recommend Kitty Tails. And I recommend Embers XD. So run Embers XD and then run Kitty Tails Fire Effects on top of it. I would pass on Inferno. Inferno makes your torches look like they're like, you know, it's crazy. So I think you're better off with just Embers XD and Kitty Tails Fire Effects. Yeah, Ember's XD. And then run Kitty Tail's fire effects. The other thing that I run is smoking torches and candles. And also torches cast shadows. And then I run, well, here. So that's a Kitty Tail's fire effect there. And then if I do this, I get the strange runes with the spark effects, but they also cast EMB light. So if you notice they're okay, if I put them away, right? But if I pull them out, they'll light my path. And then Kitty Tail's fire effects are just, they're freaking awesome. So that's the combo I use. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see you, dude. See, that was a Kitty Tail's fire effect there too when it struck the bear. You can see that they'll actually explode. And then they have little embers, little sparks. And this is Ember's XD, but I have the mod that lets the embers be affected by the wind. So you notice they're being blown off to the side because that's the way the wind's blowing. You see, it's also blowing my skirt the same direction. Torches, campfires, and brazier, really small. Well, that's a campfire, and that's a pretty good size effect. Torches. Let's see if I have a torch. Nope, I don't have a torch. Might be able to find one on the road. Where is what's her face? There. South. Well, give me a minute and I'll see if I can find a torch somewhere. That's a campfire. They don't have any torches around here, do they? No, just candle. Those are candles. Okay, there's a brazier. Let's go see the braziers. So, if you're not running EMB light, it would look like that. Let's turn off. But if you are running EMB light, it would look like that. 3.4%. Yeah, Sanguine doesn't like me. That's fine. You can go ahead and leave me, Sanguine. He's not a very... I'm not a... Yeah, I guess you gotta be like a raging drunk for Sanguine to like you. Where is this? She's up there.
Don't be afraid to put on a brave face.
I've retrieved your hip bone.
Marvelous. And with minimal damage, I see. Although these stains are rather curious. In any case, you have my thanks. The item was incredibly dear to me, as are you for returning it. As such, you have certainly earned your reward. I must say it is most handsome, but it was not always so. This orc skull has been carved to resemble a human. It is by far one of my proudest achievements as a sculptor.
How did you craft it?
I filed off the tusks and contracted the jaw using techniques practiced by the ancient Yokudans for binding feet. It was a passing fancy of mine to sculpt orcs into humans before I found my true calling as a sculptor of the undead. When my name is known throughout Tamriel, this skull may be considered a priceless historical artifact, a symbol of a road almost taken. Safe travels.
Okay, so we did her little quest. We are Blood King to the orcs. Hag Rock. Runoff Caverns. Lost Valley Redoubt. I'm not going to Carspire yet. Broken Tower. We need to go back to Yorn. So, we're going to fast travel. I would say look for anything else that's affecting fire effects in your game. And make sure that one of them isn't making them tiny. Or being overwritten. Well, it's daytime.
Wanderer like you needs a little fire in the veins. Some spiced wine?
Time is it? It is 1:41 p.m. No, I want to go over here and wait until nighttime. There's Pantia. So we need to speak to him after dark. Let's become a bard. We'll wait until nighttime. Then we'll go talk to Yorn. Not tripping on the rug, so. Where are you at, Yorn?
Yes?
Fix all the rugs.
What are you doing that for?
Because you guys are slobs. And I hate tripping on your rugs. Okay, where's Yorn? Says he's that way. Oh, he's cooking.
Ah, the bard-to-be. Did Viarmo send you?
The festival is back on.
Great! Looks like you'll be one of us soon. We'll gather outside the college for the burning of King Olaf.
Let's see if this triggers correctly. And they actually burn the effigy.
Spiced wine here. First cup is paid for by the college.
Festival candy.
Meat pies! Try one for free, come back for more. Get your meat pies!
I think it's kind of cool he's giving them away for free.
Welcome, people of Solitude! We of the Bards College are pleased to be here to celebrate the burning of King Olaf. The festival would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work of our latest applicant. With the lighting of the effigy, she becomes a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Please welcome our newest bard.
Yay! Well, that script triggered correctly.
I think they like you.
So I'm a bard?
Yes, congratulations. You are now a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Due to your adventurous nature, several of the college professors have some things they wish you to do. What's more, Elisif has declared the burning of King Olaf.
Yeah, the Kitty Tails fire effects are very cool.
And finally, there's the matter
I
of
like the frost and I like the
that Elisif
fire.
wanted
There
me
are
to
a few
give you.
others you can look at too from Kitty Tails.
Congratulations on getting the festival restored.
You might as well have some sweets. I made them for the festival, after all. Watch it.
Thank you so much. The festival has really increased my sales. Hey, someone had to take it, right?
Giving away your spiced wine, eh?
Just one bottle per customer, except for the woman who saved the festival. Here's a couple of bottles for you.
You look a little haggard there, Yvette. Alright, we got wine, we got food, we got sweets. We're good to go. So now what are we doing? Let's look at our journal. Aventus Aretino. Companions. That's a good one too. So yeah, this is what it looks like with Embers XD and smoking torches and candles. And underdog animations. Alright, I got about 20 more minutes, and then I gotta call it because I gotta go fix the Roomba. Dog hair's been piling up for like 3-4 days now. Oh, we're gonna crash right here? We're gonna crash. Wow. Okay, we got our first crash at 3 hours, 35 minutes. So just over 3.5 hours. Let's find out what it's about. Something that's loading outside of Solitude. Compressed mesh shape. Character controller. Rigid body. Rigid body. Continuous simulation. HKP. So that is Hekano. It's an animation. And BHK, which would be in its update exterior world job thread. So that may be the change in the weather. It says Khajiit has wares. Khajiit has wares. So it's something with Khajiit has wares, and it's an animation and or SMP physics. It says root. So let's take a look at Khajiit has wares and see if we can find something that has root in it. And see what that's about. So it does have a BSA and it does have Bosmer armor stand. Does that have anything that says root? Meadery brewer. Pantyhose. Curus. UMP body. Jacket. I don't know what that says, but okay. Leggings. Shoulders. tacit, cape, feet, foot wraps, hands, bracers, guards, leaves. Oh, you know, it would be an easy way to find this. Just go right up here and go down this list. I don't see root. So it's not that mesh. Peltapalooza. Pelt hanging. So it's just a hanging pelt. That ain't it either. So I'm guessing that it's probably within one of your combat animations mod is not working properly. We're gonna see if I can fix it. It really depends on, okay, what combat animation mod? And how is it not working correctly? Is it like a greatsword animation and it's not playing? There's a different greatsword animation playing? Or is it something different? And I would say take a look at it in either DAR or OAR, whichever one you're using, and make sure it's not being overwritten by something else. Set the priorities so that it's playing the animation that you want to play. But yeah, that's a pretty vague question, pretty big and open-ended. So all I can guess is that you have like, okay, you have a sword animation that you want to be playing, but it's playing something else. So what you need to find out is, okay, well in DAR it was all about what number the folders are, okay? And the higher the number of the folder, that was the one that won the conflict. So if you had 6 different longsword animations, the one that loaded last, highest number, is the one that would play in game. Now OAR changed all this. OAR numbers don't make a difference anymore. You can set the priority of a low numbered animation to be highest priority and play. So it depends on really what you're using, DAR or OAR. Let's open this up. Okay, so we have a bunch of different stuff in here. So let's grab this and let's extract that to the desktop. And we're going to take a look at it. And we're just going to search in here for root and see what it comes up with. It says no items match my search. Well, then it ain't in that. So the only other thing I can think of, okay, so if it's either an animation or an HDT or SMP thing, we can rerun Nemesis. It may have gotten corrupted. So we can try rerunning Nemesis. And make sure everything here is checked like it should be. Additional attack, precision, drawing animation, dual wielding, eating animations, payload interpreter, hotkey skill, ultimate potion, king's glaive, movement behavior overhaul, paraglider, retimed hip frame, scar, sky idols, crouch sliding, TK dodge RE, turning animation doesn't affect the upper body, yada yada yakety schmackety blah. It says changes in detected engine update. Okay. So we need to update the engine. So apparently it's detecting some changes. And that's probably why it crashed. is because Nemesis needed to be updated and didn't get updated. And now we'll run this. Use OAR, and how do I make top? Read the mod page. You're going to have to open OAR, and you're going to have to learn how to use it. I'm not going to teach you how to use it in the stream. It's very involved, and it would take longer than I have. I'm only going to be on for another 9 minutes. So my best recommendation to you is to go to the OAR mod page and read the instructions on how to use it. That's my best recommendation. And then you can go in there and you can set different priorities for different things. And then, you know, you'll get it. It's going to take a little bit of work on your part, but you'll get it. All right, I got 9 minutes. What am I going to do in 9 minutes? Try to get out of solitude. Oh, I'm not worried. That is a pretty involved little program. It's like asking me how to set custom conditions for weapons in immersive equipment displays. Okay, I know how to do it, but it's an but it is an involved procedure, right? I need to set keywords in the creation kit, and then I need to find out what the keyword values are, and then I need to, you know, use those keywords to set custom conditions in DAR and or OAR folder structures. So it's like a 3-step process. So what you're asking is also, you have to get in there and you have to know, okay, well, where is all of my, let's say it's longsword, where is all of my longsword animations? Where are they located? And which one is the one I want to win? Because it's not going to tell you, it's going to give you a number, a folder number. So you need to actually open up the mod and look at it and go, okay, well, what's the folder number they're giving it? And you can either make it a higher folder number or change the priority in OAR in-game, which is the latter one is the more recommended way to do it. Well, what is it? Shift O? It's loading right now, so let me wait till it's loaded. It's pronounced Igor. Yeah, it's amazing what you can learn by reading. I'm going to fix something that I've never worked on before, my Roomba. And I'm going to look up the instructions and follow them. Okay, so I need to attend the burning of King Olaf again.
Spice wine here.
But if I hit Shift O, this pulls up OAR. And I can look at, okay, this Valhalla campfire, crafting, dynamic, horse petting.
Welcome, people of
EVG,
Solitude.
but I also have legacy.
We of the Bards College
Now,
are pleased to be here to celebrate the burning of King Olaf. The festival would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work of our latest applicant.
Okay, so this is my folder structure from DAR that I brought over.
With the lighting of the effigy,
and I can change the priority over here.
She becomes a full-fledged
and I can
member
inspect
of the
it.
Bards
I
College.
can use the user mode
Please
or author
welcome
mode.
our newest
So
bard.
these are 3 things up here you need to know about. This inspect mode, you're just looking at it. You're not changing anything. User mode, you can change stuff. Author mode, you can write stuff.
I think they like you.
So that's the gist of it.
So I'm a bard?
Yes, congratulations. You are now a full-fledged
You will
member
never
of the Bards
understand how
College.
desperately
Due to your
I love
adventurous nature, several of the college professors have some
And
things
that,
they wish
my
you
friend,
to do.
is how you pull off
What's
a long
more,
con.
Elisif has declared the burning of King Olaf should become a weekly event.
Rule 1.
And
People are
finally,
stupid.
there's the matter of the patronage that Elisif wanted me to give you. Get your meat pies!
Okay.
Get your King Olaf's festival candy.
Spiced wine here. First cup is paid for by the college.
Alright, so we're going to try this again, but I think we're going to put a save. And if it crashes again, we're going to call it. But that should have fixed the problem. So we're going to put a save right here. And then we're going to head out this door. And if we did everything correctly, this should work. Basically, we just reran Nemesis. And it did tell me that it needed an update. And that worked. So I think we're going to set up a tent, and we're going to spend the night, and that's it for me for today. It'll be a 4-hour stream. One crash, but it was basically Nemesis needed to be updated. So not a problem with the list, but a problem with my Nemesis. Which I can live with. Rerunning Nemesis, you can fix that, so. Dee Dee has abandoned you. Oh my gosh. Well, that's because we weren't a raging drunk. So Sanguine, you know, he gave up on us. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people will use mods without really understanding what they do because they're required for other things. And I get it, right? People are like, oh, well, this mod requires I have this other mod installed. Okay, I'll install this other mod, but they never really look at it. They're thinking about the end product that they want, right? rather than the way to get to the end product. And so there's always things you can go back and learn. But the great thing is that all these mods have readmes and comment sections and things like that over on the Nexus, so go check them out. That's usually what I do when I have questions. I'm like, okay, well, let me go read the mod page and see what that says. You know, what did I miss? Because I miss shit all the time. Honestly, I do. That's it. I've lost my godlike status. Now I'm only minor deity.
Couldn't ask for better weather.
Somewhere close to like human. I know it's terrible, right? How could that be? How could it be? Alright. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We're going to call it here for today. And I got to go fix a Roomba. So wish me luck. I'm going to rip all its guts out and put it back together. It'll be fun. So until next time, mod it till it crashes.